Hello everyone, welcome. Hope everyone's having a good one. Oh, it feels like it's been a while since the last Star Citizen stream. It has been a long week. What am I doing? I am getting the game back up. That probably would be good. Was I at Seraphim Station? No, I wasn't at Seraphim Station. It was probably... No, maybe I was. No, I was and the game crashed. Yes. Right! Hey Solar, how you doing? I remember last week I ended by you and me were doing something and then my game crashed and I was like, yeah, maybe that's a sign to stop. Oh, dude. I don't know. I mean, I know I've streamed since Christmas, but like it feels like it feels like it's been a very long time. A lot of time has transpired since, and it also feels like I haven't mentioned anything about it. I don't know, I guess just in general it feels like a lot of stuff. Oh, I don't know. Part of the thing, I don't know if I mentioned, but like part of the thing was like on the 26th, we've been putting together, not putting together, we've been fixing up a fixing up is a bit dramatic. We've been repainting parts of a car for parts of a Toro car or renting car or whatever you want to call it. We got the gun wings. Oh, Solar, you still have my pink and purple, the ultraviolet coda? Has that been serving you well? Been up to snuff? Up to fluff? Ooh, okay, I see. Well, we'll have to see. I was gonna check out, see what... Because I think Seraphim... One thing that Seraphim has going for it, maybe... I don't know. I think it might have a weapons store and an armor store. It does. Which means that it has like 4 stores instead of the normal... Actually, does it have 5? It might have 5. Maybe?
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Because I know like the standard, like the...
Hi. Let me know if there's
The standard is for them to have 3 shops and it's just sort of random. I still think they should have everything. Like, I don't want a huge amount of inventory, but like, if I wanted to use a space station as my starting location, like, I could change out everything I need, or I could get replacements for everything I need. I don't know, I feel like that's a pretty reasonable expectation. And like, for a lot of it, still isn't a thing, so like... I don't know why I went to personal weapons. I do not need personal weapons. I need armor.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hi. Welcome.
Okay. Alright, they do have some medium armor, that's good. Oh wow, I need to drink something immediately.
If there's anything I can help you with.
And then I proceeded to not drink anything immediately. Wait a minute, do they have some more of Oz stuff, but they don't have any helmets for that armor?
Hi. Let me know.
No, they do. Oh, Aftershock and... Ooh, okay, okay. Well, I'm not usually here, and I don't usually get this helmet, or I don't usually see that helmet, so... Pick that up.
Hi. Welcome.
Dude, do you think, like... Eventually when... when the healthcare isn't free... I think they're just gonna have, like, a thing where it's just like, yo... You have, like, a little, like a little cost counter that goes up
Coming
in the corner of like the medical screen where it's just like, you know, you're automatically getting refilled on stuff and then just goes tick 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 tick. Why is the woodland one on sale? That's interesting. Oh right, I don't have a lot of money. Oh, you know, I have enough.
help you with. Hi.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Tempo jacket. Ooh, do I need a 3,000 credit jacket that doesn't serve any purpose? Oh, wasn't there a thing with the helmets? Oh, right. I think there were some helmets
Hi. Thanks for
I figured. It might have been helmets or chest pieces where you could, like, detach or you couldn't detach the helmet. I can't remember. Because it's either like there are some helmets that have a quick detach feature, or it's that some torsos have like a slot for the helmet or something. If it's one of those two things, or if it's actually something completely different, I have no idea. Also, one water bottle isn't gonna satiate me here. Oh, I thought it. Oh, it didn't even. What, that's 34? 35? Hmm. Well, I did bring along a Ubrev. Lovely. If only it was like a real permanent thing. The shoulder guns. No, not really. It'd be cool. We're gonna run get some the other armor. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. So where does this lead to? Ew. Oh, welcome yourself, ghost. Food court ghost.
Well, hey there. Thanks for coming in.
How you doing?
God, it has been. It has been a solid minute.
Everything going all right?
Berry blend smoothie. Okay. Okay.
Hi. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, welcome.
Everything going all right?
Oh, that's a new voice line. Everything going all right? Well, how to do? Trying to remember because they did release a lore maker's questions, and it's the big one. Not the big one. I don't know. For some people, I guess it is. I do enjoy me some lore. Oh, you know, I may as well pick up some guns. Might as well get myself just an S38 with the, you know,
Hi. Welcome to the store.
a little something. I can't remember. Wasn't I going to try the Ubrev and see if it was terrible or not? Even though I think I've decided it's not terrible now, but like
Hi. Welcome to the store.
I'm also just thinking, one of the things I'd love to see. Hello. One of the things I'd love to see. Oh yeah, probably. Right, because I think there wasn't no missions were spawning in ArcCorp. No, I can't remember. There was a bunch of stuff happening. Right, I crashed into an asteroid in the Guardian, in Queek's Guardian, and was very sad and embarrassed. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, one of the things I'd love to see is like, I don't know, because I'm just thinking. Okay, wait a minute. Why is the cargo center selling combat armor? For one thing, that's the thing on top of my head. That's cool, I guess, but historically, you know, asteroids have been pretty deadly foes. That is true. I don't know. I'd love to see stores that have a little bit more of an identity aside from this is weapon shop. You buy weapons here. This is armor shop. You buy armor here. I mean, now they have like, I know that they aren't actually named weapon shop or armor shop, but like that's basically all the personality that they have. Like you have Cubby Blast and Center Mass on Area 18. and those have, you know, a little bit more personality in terms of like what they actually, what specific items they carry, like what specific personal weapons they carry, and what other kinds of things. Like center mass is personal weapons and ship weapons, and then, you know, it's and then Cubby Blast is personal weapons and personal armor. And that kind of thing is always great to see. Yep. The war. Victoring the war. I played sort of on a whim. I got GTA 4, and I've because it was on sale, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's play some GTA 4. So I've been playing a little bit of that. It's been good to go back to that. Oh, I have 11 MREs? Hot damn. It's very nice playing that again, because it is a game from my childhood that I remember dearly. And the thing is that I remember it very well, but also, like, I don't remember clearly. The story did not imprint much on me, and I must have skipped the cutscenes a lot as a child, as a wee bun. There are also some niceties, like in GTA 5. It just genuinely made me really want to go back and just play GTA 5. Being able to save your vehicle and, like, customize your vehicle, so damn nice. Whereas GTA 4, all you got, best I can do is, you have a space that you park your vehicle here, and it'll always be there. But if you take it out and want to take it on a mission, I mean, there's however much of a chance that you're going to use it or lose it. So oh yeah. But it's fun. It's fun. Oh, okay, so the C1 was stored, so that's good. Oh, it's Alt-H, not H. Okay, that's interesting. That's the wrong button. I'm like, wait a minute, that can't be right. No, I just pressed the wrong button. Well, we'll see. Well, we'll see if the coda got stored, cause that's not the right. I hit. Oh, maybe I didn't hit it. Oh, you know what? No, I did call it out, didn't I? I gotta be honest, in my general experience, elevators have worked like, probably at least, like, 70% of the time. I don't know, it feels like when people talk about it, it's usually... I don't know, it makes it seem like elevators work, like, 5% of the time. And I don't know, I feel like I'm lowballing it a little bit. I feel like I'm saying 70 and I actually want to say like 90. But I think 90 is too high. I feel like maybe 80s is being a bit generous. I don't know. I probably should have bought some like personal storage things. Oh well. You know, sorry, I just had the thought also. You know what? So, like, again, I've been, like, being a little bit ludicrous of saying, like, whenever I go into EVA, like, what armor pieces have EVA thrusters and which ones don't. Namely, the Orc-Mark 10 does. The Inquisitor armor does. And the Orc-Mark 5 does not. The Dust Up does not. And, I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like I like the Dust Up and the Orc-Mark 5 just better. They're chonky armors. They're chonky armors that, you know, just... fit the vibe. That I just vibe with them very much. Very much more so. I'm trying to think of what things I want to leave behind. Oh, but yeah, so I'm wondering, so like, is 4.1 going to be the, I feel like they have said something about engineering, that's like, engineering isn't going to be in 4.1. But also, like, it's kind of too early to tell. Maybe it's too early to tell, I don't know. Oh no, I think they only said the thing about, like, separating features and content, and, like, the assumption would be... Also, let's... Oh my god. Wait a minute. Scion compensator, audible range plus 20%. Recoil stability plus 30%. Recoil stability plus 40% on the Scorched. No audible... Oh, interesting. Speed minus 10. Projectile speed minus 12.5. Recoil smoothness? Interesting. Unfortunate. Sorry, I'm also just remembering that I was having a whole, like, episode and... God. I was having an entire, just, disturbance with my Reliant and was like, no, I need you to be better. Why can't you be better? And it was an entire existential crisis. That's the term I want to use. Oh, let's see if this actually works, because I know that the pulse wasn't working before. And I would assume it's not going to now, but you never know. Nah. Ugh. Oh, goodness. I know that all of the hover bikes are like bugged out right now, so they just fall over. But like, goddamn. Alright, peace out. I don't think it was that it didn't have any power. I mean, before anyway, it wasn't that it didn't have power. It was just that it was bugged, I think. Hey, there it is. Very nice. Hey, Andromeda. Alright, let's see if we can repair here. Before we get too crazy. Wait a minute, what? It had the repair thing. Okay. I'm good. I am good. Unfortunately, I cannot promise oats. Oatmeal stout. Not that either. But, you know. Pulse claim time is less than a minute. Very nice. I mean, I would... You know, I wonder... Sorry. Never mind the dramatic pigs in the back of my farm. That is chat, apparently. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the pulse 1 minute timer. So like, you're telling me that it takes less than a minute. Like, I don't know, it's just a game thing, so it's whatever. But like, you're telling me that it takes a minute for, like, at the very least, a minute for a fully developed... Well, okay, I guess that makes sense. I was gonna say, like... Alright, so, like, a manufacturer gets an order for hey, like, somebody's pulse got destroyed, we need a new pulse. You know, you either gotta make one or give it to us. And, you know, they're just... Not only... Like, that process... Getting it from there... From the manufacturer to... like the owner or distributor, and then, you know, the possibly distributor to the owner, or like insurance company, and then the insurance company to there, or the distributor, and then directly to you or whatever. Like, that whole process is less than a minute. You know, sometimes solar... No! Oh! Listen, sometimes you just have to have your priorities straight. You have your prioritize getting out of the hangar sometimes. And like, now what am I gonna do, right? Oh, we got this, I guess. Fair priorities, Andromeda. Let's see. I guess we should also take Call to Arms. Sorry, I'm also just thinking of like, I just felt the need to tell my friend, hey, by the way. So like, well, I told my friend I was streaming, and I was also like, hey, Star Citizen's in a good place. Like, I wouldn't say you should play, try and make a habit out of playing regularly right now at this very moment. But I'm just like, but it's like, we're getting there. We're getting there. And like, is a good investment choice right now? Or is not? I mean, I guess at this particular moment, wait, what the fuck am I looking at? Hold on, wait a minute. This is 100% invisible asteroids. What? Also, wait, what are you doing, power settings? Yeah, I'm just, for one thing, it looks like this is bugged. For another thing, 100% this is invisible asteroids, and I ain't playing with this. I've had enough problems with visible asteroids. You know what? Okay, in all fairness, though, the asteroid I ran into, I literally could not see it because it was so fucking massive, it blocked all light. Which, in all fairness, is, like, also kind of completely reasonable. You know what? Actually, okay, hang on. Just see. Oh, it lagged out there for a second, and I lost all hope. Wait a minute. Is that a Oh. I can only give virtual cuddles. Trying to think. I would hope that one of my Christmas gifts could make something cuddly. But I don't think a lathe or a bandsaw is something you'd particularly want to get cuddly with. I mean, like, I could make a giant, like, I don't even know. Okay, now hang on. Alright, this is the Sen, right? I think this is the Sen. Can we just, like, okay. Can we just talk about how this looks extremely like it's something from Incom from Star Wars? Well, maybe not necessarily that, but like either like a Corellian Corvette or an X-Wing or an A-Wing. I guess that's a fair point. How much ammo did I get for this? Oh, a decent amount. Do I really want anything off of a Reliant? For one thing, I'm seeing a camera and a science mount, so it has, like, no guns, which is always fun. Yeah, I guess I don't really want anything from this. I always get the pallet buster out. So it's great. I got I got a pallet buster, which is basically just a giant ass, like, specifically made hook thing for breaking apart pallets, which is very nice. But I got the head and a separate handle because my dad was like, all right, so you want all the leverage you can get. So, like, and I don't know, I didn't really put too much thought into the specific one I wanted, in all fairness, I guess, because it's like, it's whatever. It's like, there could be better ones, there could be worse ones, but, like, just anything so that I don't have to, instead of spending 5 hours on this thing, I only spend, like, 5 minutes, you know? That's all I needed. And it does that very well. But, like, he got a handle that didn't fit at all, like, even remotely. So I had to modify it, but it, so I had to modify it. And, I mean, it works, but also, like, currently, like, I hammered it in, like, there's a tapered end of one of the, there's a tapered end on the handle that I hammered it into, and then there was a cross bolt that I had to drill a thing in the handle for, and after, like, a few uses, it's already come loose, so, like, it's a lot of securing this thing in place for, not a lot of, longevity, apparently, but it's worked so far, so. Oh, thank you. Also, I really wish the routing system worked. Oh, is it actually working? Okay, now it's working. Find the handle and rosin it? I've got no idea what that means. I don't know. It works for right now, so it's not really that big of a deal. But, yeah. I need to look up, actually. There's, like, I guess let me look it up while I'm in Quantum here. English style workbench is the thing I'm looking for. English style workbench. Because I'm thinking that I'm gonna make a workbench and it's gonna be terrible. Well, I don't know. Alright, so I have a decent amount of wood. For the top of the table, for the tabletop, you probably really don't want to use planks for any number of tables. For any other kind of table, just, you know, just putting a bunch of planks on it absolutely works. But you want to use, like, some actual, like, proper boards. Well, you know, I'm gonna put that to the test. Let's be honest. The thing is that, I don't know, it's probably going to be, I don't know, let's say a 6x4. Like a 6 foot by 4 foot. I don't know the measurements of whatever it's gonna be yet. But it's probably gonna be something like that. And I probably the better way to do it would be, you make a frame for the tabletop. Not really a frame, well, a frame for it to sit on. And then you have cross sections, some cross members in the middle. Basically like the 4 foot section, or well, probably not 4 foot, actually maybe 3 feet, but like the shorter section, having a bunch of those. But because I don't really have a lot of planks that are like that sort of 6 foot size, I probably want to use, I probably want to have a cross section that is the 6 foot one. Because it doesn't really, but then I was thinking about having like a 6 foot cross section and then a few, yeah. So like the planks would be the 3 feet, and then there would be the long cross section under it. Yeah. The thing with that is, I don't think I have enough, I don't have enough, I might not have enough, or enough long pieces for that cross section. I think I do. But I don't know. Because I want to kind of be not really precious with it. Well, maybe. There's like some wood that's from the trailer that we fixed up. That's like old and decrepit and would be very nice to repurpose for something. Yeah. I think I got it, but I mean I wouldn't say no to an explanation of the math, but I think I'm terrible at explaining things. At least in this particular instance. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's also... So I also want to have, like, not only the tabletop, but also a shelf on the bottom. So, like, that's also a thing. There's a lot of things to consider about it. Jeez. I I think I've got a good idea of what I want. Though I do need to actually sketch some things up. And figure some stuff out. Oh yeah, absolutely. I really need to stop doing that. Where I just, like... should really have more of a smooth transition. But, oh well. Dog boring. I have never heard the term. Is that by chance like having like sort of like angular sort of like supports on the legs so that it has so that you're making like a triangle shape? Oh, I see. That's absolutely not what I was thinking. Make tools go into holes and have vices that are very strong and super. Make it. Oh. What's wrong with trusses? Andromeda. I feel like there are some times where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing that's like, I'm gonna just do this stupid way. And like, it's going to be wasteful. I could do the math beforehand. Maybe I'm gonna fuck up. But like, I don't know. So like, in my mind, basically, and there's, I don't know, there's some more intricacies to it, I guess. But like, basically, take a 45, make like a 45-degree angle cut on like a 2x4, and then figure out, not necessarily put it in place, but like, or not like actually like screw it in or nail it down or actually permanently affix it at that point, but you know, then figure it out, and then and mark it off, cut it. I was gonna say something about you know, I also I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. So I also, by the way, I'm thinking about actually doing something with my Railu Rhapsody channel and having it be, again, like, you know, potentially music, probably music, but also just like miscellaneous stuff. And I might actually like make some very quick, simple iPhone videos of woodworking projects. Hold on, I saw a thing. Solar, but I am in the zone. Oh. So like there's a lot of like tops that I've done with like, so like the shelf that's currently like behind me is it's like a frame with some 2x2s, and then it just I did glue some. I think I glued a bunch of planks in to have, to just have as a thing, but that didn't really work. But a lot of the glue didn't hold, and it frankly it just doesn't matter. Ideally, it would be tight enough of a fit that like friction genuinely is a thing there. But even if friction wasn't a thing, especially if it's like inlaid or like, you know, they're cutouts so that it's actually like sitting in a thing and not just on top of, then like, you know, you don't really need to glue a thing down. Frankly, maybe you don't want to because you want to modify it later or something. Or at least have the ability to do that. Somebody took a dude's armor. Makes me think I'm not alone. Oh, you know what? Also, the like side table I did, which I think I showed you, Andromeda. I think it had a glass top, but it also had wood on the had a second shelf thing on the bottom. That was just some planks. It was actually like a fence post that I had cut down. That is unfortunately I guess like just in the temperature changed and they swelled up, so like they don't actually fit now, which honestly like is, I don't know, is kind of cool. So it's like it was actually like that tight where like that tight of a fitment where like in the colder, wetter temperatures it swelled and like, and now it doesn't fit, and because it was just that damn close, I was like, oh, this, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate. It's not being used for anything right now, so it doesn't matter, but like I mean, it's kind of sad, but it's also like in the time when I made it so fine that that was a thing that so I see this as an absolute win, you know? Alright, are those the baddies? I think they're the baddies. Do you like this thing? Don't like the game bugging out. Oh, jeez. Oh! Okay, I didn't mean to shoot all the bullets. I was gonna say all the single bullets. I guess they are all single bullets, as opposed to double bullets. Polygamous bullets. Oh, oh, we're... ammo conservation mode here. Yeah, the game... What? Why am I... Wait a minute, did I not inject myself with a pen? And I just assumed that I did? Assuming that things work in Star Citizen is like my first mistake, obviously. But it is what it is. The most annoying thing, though, probably does have to be the loot menu just being a bit buggy. At least in the current builds. Well, current build, I guess I should say. Do I also wonder... Guess you... I don't know. I'm just thinking of, like... So these guys, the big boys... They have Gallant rifles, whereas, like, the medium armored dudes have Karna rifles, and does it really make sense for one organization to be contracting out multiple different assault rifles for the same thing? Like, unless they're, like, the Assault Rifle Club, the organization. I don't know. Oh my god. Unironically, need to take a salvo because the salvo is actually now kind of rare. I really dislike the fact that the salvo is kind of rare because, like, I mean, it's whatever. Like, okay, I mean, for one thing, yes, there should be weapons that are more rare. That I'm fine with. And maybe it's just in Stanton and Pyro, it's kind of a rare thing that nobody sells. Okay, I can live with that, but like Hedeby Gunworks is a company that sells things. Like, that has to sell things. They're a company. They're a weapon manufacturer that make guns. They need to sell the guns to make money, to survive as a company. And they're also, like, as far as I could tell, they're a civilian manufacturer. Like, they sell at, like, the civilian market. So, like, why... That being the case, why don't I find any of them in shops? Like, is the salvo really that great of a pistol that, like, it actually warrants it being super rare? I don't know. I think, and I don't know how everything matches up. I've always said that the Coda, should have a size 2 optics slot, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know about personality, but just, like, to give it, to make it a little bit more unique. Like, it's 6 shots, it's a little bit faster than the salvo, but it's still basically in the same sort of category of a Magnum pistol, like... But the salvo has an alt fire, it has 2 more rounds. I think the Coda is faster, I could be wrong. But, like, it's something, but it's not, the be-all, end-all. I was expecting to get closer. But, oh well. I do like this helmet. I mean, there's absolutely going to be like some helmets that just like that aren't airtight, and I'm sure that I'm going to be sad to find out which ones are and are not, but I also honestly don't know what kind of like vibe I really sync with. I don't know if I've found one yet that calls to me. I think I've mentioned the well, I don't know. I like the Stitcher core, but I don't want something that looks that disheveled. I'd love like some sort of like art or like flight jacket, armored flight jacket thing that had some similar sorts of bells and whistles. Be nice. I can and I should put the salvo in the actual weapon rack. That probably makes more sense. What? What? No. What happened? What just... No, did I... What? No. No, don't tell me I just threw the thing. No. No, I just threw... Did I just throw the salvo through my ship? Hang on. Oh my god. Okay. That went a long ways. The fuck is just leaving all this shit out here? Oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. That's a left-handed. So like with competition pistols that like try and irk out every ounce of shootability, you'll see grips that are biased to one side, basically just to fill out your palm. And that is biased for a left-hand shooter, which is interesting. As you would not usually see that. It'll be interesting. You know, I also still wonder about the like gear on the gear store having blueprints thing. I need to go back and watch that because I feel like it could have been a really cheeky like they said that at CitizenCon. I think they were being very cheeky about it, and then like they might have confirmed it at somewhere else, but I don't know for sure. Should also make sure that I'm actually healed up. I really hope that I didn't just buy like 10 things of water or 10 things of MREs without getting like 10 things of water, but I think that is in fact what happened. Also, like, I don't know if there's any intention to do anything with like this area. I saw somebody like basically like overlay they basically like overlaid the Intrepid's entrance onto the Spirit, and like it looked good. I'm not gonna say it didn't, but like if you did that, you wouldn't have space for other stuff, and like Now I don't know if you could use that space, use second entrance space here if these fancy chairs didn't, instead of like going down on this track, they just like rotated. Like, I don't know. Maybe that could be a thing, maybe not. I wish there were like rifle racks. I mean, I know that this is definitely bugged and that these definitely should be rifle racks, and they just aren't because, well, I want to say that somebody just doesn't, that they just don't care about the C1 like they don't care about the Reliant, but that's, I mean, it's not true for the Reliant, and it's definitely not true for this. Also, let's re-equip the S38 there. I don't know, the helmet is like, the aesthetic of the helmet is definitely a thing that I want to think about. Am I fucking checking my watch? Checking my digital ass watch? I mean, like, I agree. Also, if I lose that Karna, I don't care. It's honestly fine. Oh, right, let's... Oh, I probably injected myself with the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, because there's these red pens that are, oh no, okay, well, that's not good. Good. I just got Oren buried. Like in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of the Sky, with fake look-alike items. You know, honestly, I find that kind of funny. More than anything else. Just like, I really don't want to lose a salvo. But then again, I really don't want to lose a Coda. But then again, I also could just go... Could just go back and drop the stuff off. Oh, but yeah, I really have no idea what I want for a helmet. Like, what kind of a helmet I would actually want to wear. Like, because all of the styles look cool. Like, do you go for something with a face? Do you go with something with a visor? Do you go with something that has, like, maybe a little bit of, like, a half visor, like the N7 helmets, like in Mass Effect? Do you go with, like, full coverage that's just, like, there's no obvious eyes? Like the helmet I currently have. Like, there's so many styles, and they all look... I mean, either they all look good, or they all, like, none of them, like, particularly call to me. And there's, like, how aggressive should it look? You know? Okay, however I landed, I don't want to land like that. Seems good. I'm definitely still a fan of the, like, trench coat or poncho idea, like, over top of the armor. Which also, like, well, frankly makes the, I mean, using that as, like, a sort of standardized org thing, you, like, anybody could be wearing whatever armor they feel like, and they just have to throw on this poncho on top of it just to, you know, as, you know, very low-tech solution, friend or foe identification stuff. Jeez. Oh, wow. Oh, wow! Looks like my job got done for me. I mean, I really hope that there are, like, smaller outposts. Like, oh, what is happening there? What the fuck? Oh, okay. And we gotta remember that I don't have medpeds on me. Because I'm a dingus. Oh, did I seriously put the 4 times scope that would be helping me out very much in this situation? Oh, thank crap. Okay, we're leaving the fuck out of this area immediately before I die. Tripping over a rock or something. While I'm sprinting. Tripping over very aerodynamic, bullet-shaped rock, that is. I can say, though, that, like, recoloring, being able to just, like, recolor armor is going to be such a big deal. Oh, I was also going to say that, you know what? Whenever engineering comes out, probably not in engineering, but I think, mark my words, that whenever the EVA thing happens, we're also going to get separate EVA packs, aka jetpacks. I think that's in the lore, that's in the plans, that's a thing they want to do. They haven't really, like, talked too much about the idea of doing it, but, like, it's a thing they want to do at some point. I think they're going to surprise us with it. I think it's going to be, oh, it's a backpack, but it's just got thrusters on it. I think it's probably a thing that was done in Squadron 42 that they haven't shown off, that hasn't been seen. I've got absolutely no evidence to support the thought, but it's just I've heard them mention EVA packs. I think they're going to be a thing. Now, in all fairness, I don't know if, like, in theory, the, like, lore and logic of everything, right? They should be able to work as jetpacks, but I don't know if that's actually how that would work. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, no, that would be, I'm just trying to think of, like, what button would, because it would have to be, like, unless it was, like, hold space, and then you go into basically a sort of ship mode. I don't know. Or a jetpack mode? I don't know. There's ways to do it. There's ways to do it. They could do it if they wanted to. Oh, I am trying to think of how much. I remember that with the lore makers questions. Maybe I should pull it up. I do remember that at least one of the questions was like a. Oh, it was Kruger Intergalactic, and like, where the fuck is Kruger Intergalactic? And it's like, it was basically like, we as the narrative team would love to see more stuff from Kruger Intergalactic, but like, it's not really up to us to decide like what Kruger makes, whether they make, and you know, it could be, they could literally make anything. Because they're basically just like, they make parts for stuff, which, by the way, like, how is that actually going to work in like, that works in real life. I guess it probably won't be how it works in the game. You know, actually, although you never know. Yeah, actually, wouldn't that be interesting if, like... Wouldn't it be interesting? Because I know, like... They have mentioned specifically with crafting that, like, oh, there's going to be, you know... Like there's different parts of like a rifle that you build. Like you build the receiver, you build the barrel, you build the but it's all like you go, you look at craft the rifle, and you go into the crafting thing, you're like, I want to craft a rifle. And then you're like, you choose what materials you want to use. Wouldn't it be interesting if you could like say, no, I don't want to make the rifle, I want to just make the barrel? And then like trade the just the barrel. I don't know. That would there could, I don't know. There could be a niche place for that, but also that seems kind of silly. Like I'm at a base that only produces like I only produce particular materials that are only good for like the receiver. Or like the barrel, and that's like the thing I do, and then I ship them out to somebody else who can make use of them, of the other parts. And like, I guess that makes sense, but it's also kind of silly. Not that, any more of, not that most of my ideas that I have aren't just completely silly, but... do I have... I have cruise control on, don't I? Listen, at some point, somebody's gonna take my pilot's license, and I'm gonna be very sad. If only I had a real-life pilot's license. I don't know. It seems like it would be cool, but also like... But also, I don't know why... Don't know why I would want to fly. I don't think I've got much of a reason. If I'm honest. Actually, I don't know. And there's a few streamers who, like, were pilots? And then, like commercial, like commercial pilots for, like, airlines. But I don't think... Like, it was always, like, they were pilots and then they did streaming, and it wasn't like they were doing streaming... Obviously they weren't streaming flying a plane. But also they weren't, like... Because, like, I imagine that you probably... Like, if you're the pilot or crew on an airline, you probably have, like, some... luggage allowance, but, like, a whole ass, like, stream setup? That would be kind of crazy. Oh! 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 I can just put this in the inventory window. I'm trying to think, because I know there was in the lore makers thing, there was the that question about Kruger Intergalactic, which, by the way, like, again, I am also like super on board with Kruger getting more stuff just in general. um I'd love to see. Oh, they also mentioned Addison. Addison having like, yeah, we want yeah, we'd like for Addison to actually like do something in lore. I mean, like, technically she did the in lore, she's the reason that like the regen tech is like a thing. But you know, like, yeah, that's like as a core gameplay thing that like they would have found a way to do. They would have found a way. It was not because like it was not a core part of Leilani Addison as a character. You know, it was just a part of just a nice coincidence. Ah, somebody dead in the spaceport. Lovely. I guess it's also like, gotta be interesting. Cause like, yeah, I don't know. Like, what could Leilani Addison do? Cause like, is she going to specifically respond to like all the events that are happening in Pyro? Like, I don't know. like this is the like most notable thing happening in the universe right now. Like, I mean, technically yes, because it's the only thing that we as the players are seeing. Oh, but they could do so much other things. But who knows? I'm also sorry, I, like, am remembering the whole thing with the Reliant, and it's like it is a problem that like has not been resolved to my satisfaction of like what the hell should I do about that? Cuz like, listen. The Reliant Tana is absolutely a ship I adore. Except for its performance, which is like just but like, I don't know. But like, do I hold out for it in the hopes that maybe it changes? Because maybe it doesn't. Hell, maybe it gets worse. Because because that's just deemed to be what the balance is. Or do I like consider actually like upgrading my package? In which case, what the hell do I upgrade it to? It's like, listen, I could melt some things, move some stuff around, put some more cash into it, and upgrade to a Guardian, I guess. It's also like a ludicrously expensive thing to do. Could upgrade to an Arrow, I guess? But like... I need to use the goddamn Reliant in squadron-based combat and see how everything plays out. What was my thing? 205, I think? So I love how small this actually is, and it's just like a thing of verticality. Also, do they have like a... No, interesting. I figure that they would probably want to have like a weapon rack, or not a weapon rack. They'd probably want to have like an armor rack or a thing where you can put down your, where you can put your clothes and or armor. God, I wonder. A lot of things. I mean, one of these days I also got to get back into a Guardian cockpit. I was about to say cot pick, and I'm like, that's not a thing. I mean, when Invictus happens, when Invictus comes around, that is absolutely like the thing I'm going to be laser focused on. Or I also just like, look at the... I love the MacFlex boots. I think technically it's like the MacFlex like covers and with the beacon. Like I think like the one thing, the one armor choice that I'm like, God, if they make this terrible, I'm going to cry. Is like the MacFlex arms and legs. And we laser focus on getting that Kraken. Kraken would be nice though. I mean, there's like a lot more we need to like see with how capital gameplay actually like plays out before like before anybody gets any lasers near them. But like But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, though, like the Kraken seems great. Hello. But I really like the Idris, but only because when I look at the Idris, I see Star Fox. I see the Great Fox from Star Fox, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of really want that. But like, the Great Fox is able to have one robot control the entire ship, and then have a crew of 4, then have a fighter complement with 4 pilots. It's like, that's not how an Idris works. Oh yeah. But then the thing with the Ares is also that like it and I'm just like looking at this just to hope and think about the future. Or I could just get a Merlin. If only. But yeah, honestly, the Polaris, like, I really like the Polaris. And all that I've seen of the Polaris. I haven't actually, like, really seen it in action. But, like, I like it. But it's not, like, it's definitely not on my list. Like, the 890, I know that I, like, hype up the 890 and, like, ideas for other 890 variants. But only because, like, I've seen it in game. And, like, it's a thing. Trying to think of what else I might want to do. I am going to need to BRB. Yeah, this is a good moment to do so. But yes, I will. Let's see. Let's find a place to. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's gonna be BRB screen. Yeah. I have things to ponder. If OBS doesn't want to crash. Alright, I will BRB.
Welcome to Iron North Tower.
Alright, I'm back. I am back. I'm back. I still don't know. The Reliant is like the... still the thing that tugs at my heartstrings, vies for most of my attention here. Oh, also, in my mind right now, the thing I need to be focusing on. So what is this? Rapid injection, proprietary medicine, reduces injuries from radiation exposure. Totally useless to me right now. I actually think completely useless right now because solar flares aren't a thing, I believe. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, so my short-term goal... So I don't know if all the missions... how all the missions play out or whatever. But... getting an Ursa... Well, I guess a Cyclone, technically. Getting a Cyclone would be a good... A Cyclone that can not get shot down or not get attacked. You can, park... 100 kilometers away and then drive up to an enemy bunker with a crate, and then you can spend the time looting everything. Whereas, like, these friendly bunkers are not really that great for that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan here.
Sorry, I'll help you in a sec.
I think that's the most sensible thing here. And then, I should be able to make do with whatever. Oh, you know what? Actually, if I get the opportunity, though, the Argo truck might also be a thing, but I still don't like their whole, hey, we're gonna wait 2 patches or 6 months or whatever. But yeah. Solar, I feel like I asked this question before, but like, Mirai's style, Misk-Mirai sort of relationship, what manufacturer would you want to see, like, a subdivision of that, or like a child company of that, make something in the same-ish sort of style with the same sort of roots as whatever the parent company is, but is something completely different. Because I think my go-to would be like just sort of civilian ships from Aegis. I think that would probably be my go-to thing. Because I'm trying to think of like what company should make like a competitor to the 890. I'm just like joking, thinking about it in my mind. Like Greycat, or not Greycat. Okay, Greycat would be hilarious. I was gonna say Kruger. Like Kruger making their own luxury liner. That would be bold. I could respect the jump in product line there, but I was thinking like Consolidated Outlands. Oh yeah, Consolidated Outlands could totally make... I would totally be fine with seeing Consolidated Outlands making their own fucking luxury liner transport thing. Yeah, that just checks out. But I think Aegis could, I just like the sort of Aegis style. I think it would definitely look good. Although, I guess, I don't know. I think my tastes are just very different from a lot of people's. Where, like, the padded walls that they have on, like, the Hammerhead, like, that's not a luxury thing. That's not, like, soundproofing. Like, that is, you know, padding so you don't, like, break your face when the pilot, when, you know, your 18-year-old, fresh out of, you know, flight academy pilot decides to do a 180 maneuver. Or if you're in the middle of combat. You know. Whichever comes first. But I do legitimately think that Aegis, and like, civilian Aegis ships would look good. Also be really nice. Okay, I do also think that Crusader, like, I feel like a lot of their manufacturers, they sort of pigeonhole them into only doing very specific things. Some of the older ships, like, you can say that, like, some manufacturers kind of have, like, two different styles going on. And, like, I would say that that's probably a good thing. Just overall. You know, so they have a little bit of diversity, and not necessarily just in, like, purpose. Like, you know, like Aegis has the Gladius and the Hammerhead and stuff, but they also have the Vulcan and the Reclaimer. You know? So, like, you know, there's some use to some of the stuff. Oh, I didn't make that the active mission. Well, silly me. Probably because it kind of bugged out. Just looked over to OBS and saw my kilobytes per second. It's currently 3100 is like the low, and then like 3250 is the high or something like that. sort of range. I mistook it for dropped frames, and it was like, oh no, please. Oh, we gotta. Am I? No, these are clouds that I'm right in front of. Okay. Look, I get real concerned. Oh. Nope, all the shields. I know that they want to have, like, profiles, I think, for power management. So you can have, like, a sort of just presets for it, which will absolutely 100% make things a little bit easier to manage. Where it's just like, oh, you have the combat setting and the general flight setting, and maybe a few, like, emergency scenario settings. Play around with a few, have, you know, just a few presets, and, like, away you go. But having Copilot also probably seems like would be a very nice thing. I mean, oh, don't even talk to me about engineering. Because, like, that's gonna be a thing. Also, I might do some ship combat, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how much rep it gives. Oh, also, one of the things to consider... I'm sorry, was this... This is not a Nomad. No, this is Constellation with parts missing. Oh, and that's just a upside down Razor. Shouldn't be. Oh. I can't move this. Oh, I can. Hang on. It's low gravity. I guess that's sensible. It's reasonable enough. Mirai Razor. This might be destroyed. It probably is. Unless this particular pilot just likes parking their ship upside down, but... You know what? If I could just take a ship with me, I'm going to. And if it doesn't work, I could just throw it away. It's just also kind of just hilarious because I was just talking about this with the Fury. Oh, or it can also just cut out, or it can just disappear in sync with the music cutting out, which is very fitting. Anyways, I think we had a mission to do here or something. Maybe we should do that. I really should not have stored the 4 times scope. Oh, yes. There's a reason that 4x scopes are popular. Fixed 4x scopes. Scopes of, nah, you don't need anything. You don't need anything but this. I also wonder if they're gonna deal with I feel like at some point it was sort of an unspoken expectation that, like, you know, you can have like 6 spare mags on you, but it doesn't matter if they're LMG mags or if they're rifle mags or grenade launcher mags. Slash cylinders. And it's like, I guess this is fine, but like that, gotta admit, to some degree is kind of weird. Kind of strange. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Speak of the fucking devil. You know what? I actually am amazed, now that I'm thinking about it, that I didn't just assume that there was going to be a Guardian parked out here at some point. Also, I think I already came to this. Facility and just didn't notice a Guardian. I don't know whose Guardian that is, but hey, I might commandeer it and do some space missions. Although, like, well, again, we'll see. I know that they, what, oh yeah, no, it was the Guardians. It was the Guardians Q&A where they were just like, and this wasn't like a community Q&A, this was a, like, we're going to make a Q&A of like what we assume is going to be the biggest questions, and one of it, they had a lot of questions. They had a lot of theoretical questions for the Guardian, which is not a bad thing, just like, kind of, maybe not funny, but, you know. Oh, jeez. Ooh. So very interesting music choice for this particular moment. Also do have to look, gotta check, because it is absolutely like spawning enemies that are not a part of the mission. Shit, reload. Reload. Oh, you better not. Oh. Better not walk right in front of me. Oof. Amazed at amazed he didn't get a shot off on me there, but that's whatever. Okay, so what am I gonna do? What am I going to do? And I already said that I'm gonna commandeer whoever's guardian is out there. So I imagine that this is Shubin Processing Facility Spall 9. Like, I remember the place. So, leaving my ship here is not the end of the world. And the only problem is that the Guardian might not actually be currently flyable, but we will soon find out. I mean, I know, like, basically my first time checking it out was last time. Oh, this person knows what's up. Oh, this person doesn't know what's up. Why did they only switch out one of the guns? What? Why did they only switch out one of the guns? What are they doing? Oh, that's fun. Well, I guess we'll just have to see. Did they leave their elevator open? No. Do I shoot? Do I just shoot this door? Probably, hopefully. Well, don't tell me I've messed up here. Don't tell me that Mariah has thought of the most clever anti-theft device. No! Oh. I think that's a bug, honestly. Well. Well. I'll have to check out the Guardian. The Guardian combat tease is strong with me, apparently. We'll just... I don't really want to... I don't want to really do the loot game right now. I'll also say that it is really nice just to be able to come and play. To I don't know. I was thinking to myself. So I was playing GTA 4, and I was also playing a little bit of Pal World, checking out the new update, and I was like, I hope these are. I hope I don't like go into Star Citizen and I'm just like, no, I want to play something that actually feels like I could play it. Hey, you know, it's like, again, like, you know, this patch, you know, 4.0 in current, you know, preview status and unstable status, you know, like, it's not perfect, it has problems, but, like, it's playable. I'm enjoying myself. Also, we might not have the Guardian, but let's do it anyway. I wonder, though. I don't know. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Got a nomad. Few other things. I thought I saw an Avenger. Oh, it remembers that I had staggered on. Oh, that's nice. AI teleporting and frame drops are unfortunate, but, you know, can't have it all. Oh my god. This might be a problem, though. I love it just, like, disappearing. I'm so excited when it just disappears. That I've just destroyed it. That I've destroyed it so hard it just disappears from existence. And then it doesn't. It's like, no, I'm still here. Hell yeah. Oh, jeez. Ooh, that was a little close. You got any cargo there, bud? Oh, bud, you don't have any cargo. You're a cargo ship, bud. Oh, bud. Cargo ship not cargoing? Damn. This map is not very useful, I gotta admit. Like, I don't really use it that much to begin with. And then I don't... usually see a lot of things. I would love... Oh, I'm in like a weird... I don't know. There's like... when they updated the star map, it was basically like a facelift, and it wasn't like necessarily things under the hood. To my understanding. Like, I mean, there was... well... no, I think that's probably the best way to put it. Like, the core of of what the star map is was still a thing, and oh, I also wanted to actually see how much rep, if I got any rep with ArcCorp. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because I would assume that the Argo CSV, I think, or the flatbed truck, which would be great for cargo hauling, for looting. Yeah, I don't think that's actually like... I don't know, I guess I can... if it's available in game. I guess it would be made available for Invictus, though. Because I do believe that it's like... it was either 2 patches or 6 months. But like... 6 months is like... like, I don't know if there's going to be 4 patches, you know, in a year, right? I don't know if... but I also don't know if that patch is going to line up exactly with 6 months after this or that sale. So like, it's kind of a difficult thing to say. I had cruise control on and thought I was just gonna coast over, but... oh hey, thanks for the follow. If Stream Elements wants to catch up. I don't know why Stream Elements is so slow on the... oh god. Just doing some missions. All chill. Yeah, no, this is not. The Andromeda has given me a little bit of deja vu, but no, this is not the same place where the Guardian was. Let's see. So, maybe let's not land there. Give myself a little bit of light. I'm sorry, is that a... Oh god, what did I just... Hang on. At least somebody's gonna regret their day here. Oh my god, what is... I'm landing on a bit of geometry. Yeah, on that... one of those stupid poles. It's probably there to specifically identify where the base is. The entire point of it is... is to be seen. And I was not seeing it. Oh my god. And I probably have dudes right under the ship, if I had to guess. If they were trying to shoot me, they were doing a very poor job of it. I'm sorry, what gun do we have here? A Karna? Okay. And got ourselves a Cutlass. We got ourselves this. Oh, this Zeus has definitely seen better days. Oh no, this is just a paint job. Okay. I thought it got munched. This was the substructure. Oh, but no, it has absolutely seen better days. It's not currently flyable. The idea of using an FPS mission, or the parking lot outside the FPS mission, basically, as a rentals area is, I like it. Although I guess I can't leave my ship because it will get shot. So, like, if I did take that Guardian out, it would be throwing away all the stuff in my ship. I'm sorry, what? That was... Oh, I hope that was audible. That sounded like more of a Van Duel line. do have to say, the compensator is very nice. Some of these heavy armored dudes. Guess I could take their stuff back to my ship. 2? Again, like, I shouldn't be in loot mode right now. Should just be... I mean, technically I haven't finished the mission, so I'm not currently getting paid. Oh, this looks like a fight. Alright. Let's... I was gonna take an R97. So I love me a little bit of shotgun. A little bit of shotgun action. Just thinking, there is not currently an energy shotgun, is there? No, there is the Devastator. What am I thinking? But I don't want to. I never want to use the Devastator. Like, that's how much, genuinely how much I don't want to use it. I completely disregarded its existence, which is a fate only fitting of like the Rock DS. AKA a fate worse than death. Hang on. I like... the scorched items being so... Well, I don't know. Do I like them being common? I mean, it's not bad. Should they be less common? I don't know. That's a... Should they be showing up in Stanton? Probably not. Oh, this is also 2 to 4? Oh, what was the... Well, let's see how this works. I think I had something... Sight distance. What does rotate target mean? What? I don't know. I do like this helmet. Like, it kind of has a little bit of like a mantis sort of shape and vibe to it. I don't know if that's necessarily what I'm looking for. Like, I think I've mentioned, I basically want to look like the most... I love the generic looking stuff. Like, what was I saying? Like the padding on the Aegis walls that, I don't know, that is just there for, like, you know, to cushion you if you, hit the wall or, like, are thrown around some tight maneuvering or whatever. I don't know, that just looks super rad to me. And I don't know how, like, much of a, like, grunt sort of basic look that actually is versus just, I don't know. You know, like the wheels that are just like, I don't know, I assume that they're like stamped sheet metal that just have like the holes in them, and they're like the very basic sort of rim that always gets covered with hubcap. I like those. It's probably my favorite like look of wheel. I like the basic bitch things, is what I'm trying to say. I think, like, I don't know, if I was going to oh well. If I was going to say, like, oh, this is my favorite helmet in sci-fi, or that's my favorite helmet in sci-fi, it'd probably, like, the ODST helmet from Halo would probably be up there. I want to try this again. Okay, so, like, that is where it's, like, right... Yeah, it's, like, right at the beginning of the R, a little bit past the beginning of the R. Oh, okay, it just... Alright. So, like, I think basically the helmet, like, the ideal helmet that I would like, it's probably something with a visible visor that has a little bit more angularity to it and isn't just a giant bubble. Uh... Hold on, I'm sorry, I totally just... Yeah. Just like, wait a minute, come on. Come on now. This is a ship, don't tell me it's not. Oh man. Kinda tired. I will say that the this armor, the Mark 10. I feel like I've called it the Mark X more, but also I don't think I have. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Not going full tilt. Just enough. Okay, maybe you just can't get into the Herald anymore. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, but yeah, we'll have to see, because I think again, I just like the vibe of the Mark 5 more than the Mark 10. And I assume that the Mark 10 is EVA combat armor that is going to sacrifice some combat capability for the ability to, you know, EVA around. But frankly, having like an EVA pack that's separate, kind of sounds more dope to me, I gotta be honest. Oh, I do have water. Oh, jeez, sorry. Let's see. So this one, well, for one thing, I feel like if anything, I have more rep now, but that's probably not the case. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh dude. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, I guess. I guess we'll take both missions, just, hopefully make sure it works. I think it's in a slightly different part of space. Well, for one thing, that's not the right thing. Contracts. Shields on, but barely on. Well, okay. This mission also isn't working. That's lovely. Maybe the server's just not running well here. Okay. It please be on the bright side of the moon. I would appreciate it. Don't have cruise control on today. I did good today. I don't know why today is different than 15 minutes ago, but it's not at all that time for me. This is concerning me a little bit. Because it seems like it's not updating my objective here. I will say that I don't want to do a short stream, but also it does seem like things are bugging out. Seems like things are bugging. Yeah, okay, no they're not. Alright. I don't want... Just the ship missions are bugging out, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. So, Oh, my landing gear are not down. Ooh, yeah, let's see how well this new scope works. And I guess also shotgun. The P4 works very well in semi-auto also. I do enjoy the S71. It's kind of funny. I mean, I guess I do in general like all of the Gemini weapons. Even though I do have a general disdain for the LH86, like, the last time I used it, I did enjoy it. There's some practical challenges to it. Oh! Oh! Okay. Wait a minute. Huh? What? Okay, left shift. Left shift is the hold breath, but just a tap is to change the zoom. Okay. Alright, that's cool. It might be a shorter stream, though, just in general, because I am a bit EP, and I did forget that I need to edit Cyberpunk. I also need to, like, I wanted to get ahead, so I wasn't updating day by day. I don't know how that does with the... Oh, I do have a book. I do actually have a book on, like, how to play the YouTube algorithm game, so... It's a thing I'll be looking at. Yo, is everything okay down here? No stragglers? Some nice stuff I don't have space for? It's nice to see that the friendly NPCs can handle themselves a little bit. It is still always... I don't know, it is strange. I'll say... I have said it once, and I will say it again, that, like, these starter missions, I know they want to branch out, right? I would expect to see thugs with, like, pistols, submachine guns, and shotguns, at, like, an outpost. Just a few of them, like, maybe literally just inside buildings, depending, like, if it's on Lyria, someplace with no breathable atmosphere, you know, and it's, like, very you know, there's got to be like stages to it, right? I shouldn't be doing an entry-level mission and fighting people in heavy armor. I don't know, I think that's pretty reasonable. An expectation. Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, I like landed and my head just slightly detached. Be nice if there was a Mark II on this. Overall, like, it seems like relatively smoothed over all the lines. So I assume that it's a... Oh, bud, are you okay? I mean, very much not. Holy shit. Yeah, very much not. No, actually, this isn't a full... That dude wasn't wearing full Aryl armor, I think. Pretty sure. You know, that would be another armor set to consider. Now, like, again, I'm really love the Mac Flex. It's really good. It served me very well. But if I need to go full medium, then maybe that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe... Well, we'll see. Maybe I want to just go to bed early and try and, because I need to move my sleep schedule around. I should not be tired during stream. But it is what it is. I think 3 hours is a decent enough stream length. Let's be fair. Let's be reasonable here. I can admit that, like, you know, can't count the 5 minutes, the stream starting soon thing. Also, technically, I said I would... Three hours would technically be... As far as I'm concerned, I guess. Would be me ending at 10 and not 9:51 or whatever. I don't know why I got hit with G-force there. That's a little strange. I should have ate and drank something, but oh well. So when should I deploy landing gear? When I'm like 1k away? Also, I don't really have a good... probably. Again, Walla has a little bit different gravity. Everything. Is that a... No, that's a upside down Mustang. I thought that was a Santok-Yai, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Ricard Tual? Or Santok-Yai? I'm sorry. They made it very particular where Santok-Yai means like Santok-Yai is like a bird of prey, and then Santok-Yai is like a sexual position or something. Not a sexual position. I'm pretty sure. So B and left shift can be a determining thing there. Oh, you know, I know I've said it before, and I'll gladly say it again. I am happy. I will be happy for the day that we get FPS radar scanning. Bring the wall hacks. Bring the wall hacks. Bring the wall hacks. Because really the AI is the AI basically gets to operate off of some knowledge that we just can't. I don't think it would be like... I don't think it would like drastically change the game and drastically make AI more perceptive. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if like it's just basically like the information, practically speaking, is like only viewable by the player. I would not be surprised if that was the case. So I really want to see, like, when ships break apart, I want to see them, like... I'd love to see, like, the parts actually be, like, you can actually walk in them. That'd be very nice. Oh, I didn't really see this up close, but there clearly has already been a little bit of a firefight. And it is also just one tap. I mean, that's strange. It's not it's not the button I would think for that, but I'm not gonna complain. Oh, you tempt me with the loot. Oh, and then it bugs out. That's fine. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I really wish I could put a comp on this thing. I think I didn't piece it together until now, but I think all those dudes are just stuck in the elevator. I can't really like. I mean, I was seeing fire from around. I'm thinking on the opposite end of this gangway there might be some friendlies, some dead friendlies, or not, which makes things even more interesting and strange. But I think they're all just going to be in that elevator. Yep. Oh, I thought it was 3 dudes. Hmm. I really should just bring a backpack, but why did I not? I couldn't tell you. Again, it's one of these things where, like, I want to, try and emulate what the game is going to be. Even though I do think that the armor swapping, like the armor lockers, is going to be like a really good, simple thing. And like they're going to make the changes. Like they're going to make armor matter and armor choices matter when you can make those, when you can do the stuff with armor. Or when you have armor lockers available, so like, oh, I mean, yeah, maybe you want to take an arrow, but if you're taking an arrow, you're doing ship combat missions, and not doing ground combat missions because you're not going to be able to carry armor around with you, or at least not as effectively, and that kind of a thing. I'm also just remembering, like, the Hornet with its silly thing where like the 2 SCU on top, where it doesn't have like a drop down thing. It's not, it doesn't drop the cargo to the ground. You have to access it from the top, which is like the most unergonomic thing ever. That way on the Mark IIs, so it's like intended. Yeah. I don't know. So I'm really glad. That Star Citizen has been working out. And the Star Citizen streams in general have also been working out pretty well. I don't know. I don't know. Just in general, I get random spikes in viewership. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. But, like, well, I don't know. It's random. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just probably, head back to my hangar and, try and get healed up. Look at, how much money do I have? $500,000, oh my god. Just thinking about, well, you know what, no. If it's 65 mil for, yeah, it's 65 mil for the A90, right? So it's, I made $0.25 mil, so it's that times 4, roughly. And it'd be quite a few streams. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna clean some things up off stream here, but I think that'll be good for now. Yeah, so, well, yeah, Monday is gonna be, Minecraft as usual. Wednesday, I guess, will be Mario Party, and Friday will be Deus Ex. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything Tuesday. See, I kinda want to, I kinda don't want to. Doing stuff on New Year's, having a New Year's stream seems fun, but also maybe not this year. I don't know. See how I'm feeling on Tuesday, I guess. Yeah, until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.